Hello everybody, how you guys doing today? Isidore, no worries man, how you doing? How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I hope stream was good. Is no worries at all, man. Yeah, how you been? How's the gaming, but how's the Krieg army going? If GW would have caught me like 2 years ago with the Deathcore of Krieg, it would have been over. I would have collected everything. All of it. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to explain this once, and then in probably about 15 minutes, I'm going to explain it again. It's good. Oh, the Commissar. Man, that Commissar is so cool looking. Yeah, I'm a little jelly, man. And your minis are looking amazing, too. Yeah, just fantastic stuff, dude. Fantastic stuff. So here's how this works today, guys. I am painting this mini today. And that's it. I will varnish it after stream and you know, do that kind of stuff, but this mini is being painted today. And you guys have a chance to win this mini. I'm going to give it away at the end of stream. As Little Command said in Twitch there, about 1:45 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to give this away. I'm going to do a drawing. All you have to do to enter the drawing is make sure you're followed or subscribed. If you're on YouTube, you're subscribed. You're on Twitch, follow. You don't have to like pay to enter anything. You do that, and then you make a comment. So your first comment, I'll try to note it down, like Night Trap here. What's going on, man, on YouTube? And I'll make sure you get entered in to this giveaway. So let's write down. All right, we got Night Trap with 1 T. Gotta keep that in mind. So if you are I am dual streaming. Yep, YouTube and Twitch. If you are a member of the Patreon, any paid member of the Patreon gets an extra entry, so you double your chances to win. And that can be just $1, that can be $5, that can be $10, that can be $100 when we're really generous. But there's we have a couple levels. There's a lot of benefits to joining Patreon, but yeah, any paid amount gets you another entry into the giveaway. And I think I'm going to invoke we'll call it the Crucial Blue rule, but this is a rule on his stream where if you won the last giveaway, you cannot be entered to win this giveaway. And our last winner was Crucial Blue. So he's gonna sit this one out, which I think is fair. And also he's a mod on Twitch. The last one we did was just YouTube, so I kind of allowed it, and his like Patreon was the one that won it anyway. But he's not gonna win it this time. So lurking, no problem, Isidore. You have a good one, man. Get some sleep if you need it, or yeah, you gotta work later, right? So hopefully you have a wonderful day. Umber army would be lost in the warp, randomly appear in battles. They're searching for lost Primarch. Oh, that's cool. That's a little Legion of the Damned-esque, but with more purpose, right? It's not just like they're showing up to like fight people. They have a purpose. It's like Legion of the Damned combined with salamanders. Very cool lore, though. That's a great idea. We came up with lore from my militia psyker. Was that last week, maybe? End of last week. And I am so excited. I'm a terrible writer, but I need to write up some lore for my psyker. I might jump into like an AI or something and just try to issue some prompts and get some ideas. We'll see. We will see. All right. We are building up some highlights on this Farseer. So this is what we're giving away, guys. This mini I'm painting is our giveaway. And I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a really nice day. Getting things done. Feeling good. Not quite as busy as I was yesterday. I have a lot to do, but you know, it's good busy. It's nice to be busy sometimes. So yesterday was a little wild. Right after stream, I was going non-stop until like 10:30, 11 o'clock almost. So lights here. The colors I'm using is so I primed this guy, and then I primed him, and then put a base coat of black green from Pro Acryl, and then a nice I did kind of a zenithal, a little bit highlight. Is that volumetric? Not quite volumetric highlight, but a little bit of a highlight of mixing some yellow green in that, some very, very bright warm green. And I'm doing the same thing here, just with the brush. So I'm going back over everything, and I'm mixing in a little more yellow green each time. This is my first brushwork. I figure I'll mess around with this cloak first. It's the biggest area, and then we're gonna go through the rest of the colors. But let's see if we can't get a nice highlight on the cloak first. This guy is going to be Biel-Tan. I'm really excited about it. I always told myself if I had an Eldar army of my own, they would be painted in Biel-Tan colors. So I'm excited to paint and see how fun these colors are. Partially because green is my favorite color, but also they're you know, kind of like the classic Eldar, and they're very much the most varied and most like the genericness leaves open for, like, you know, bringing lots of different things. So there's kind of a fun aspect of, you know, bringing lots of maybe aspect warriors or a bunch of guardians, or, you know, they tend to summon an Avatar Kane every other day, so you know, that's cool. And yeah, they just have a good varied playstyle and a really cool color scheme. So that was why I chose this one. If this isn't your favorite and you win this mini and you want to change it, by all means paint over it. That's fine with me. It won't hurt me. Just gotta share some pictures and show me what kind of cool mini you make. Thanks, Night Trap. I appreciate it. Renegades. Yep. Okay. Do they know who their Primarch is, or are they? Is that like a mystery? Curious how you're how that fits in there. Like, they're not looking for like Perturabo or something in the warp. Trying to get some nice smooth highlights on here. I want to do some cool stuff with the soul stones all over them, and the spear here. I don't know if this is a witch blade or what it is, but the power spear, I want to do some cool effects if I can. If I got time, it's all about time. That's what this is. But we're going to have about 3.5 hours to paint this guy. One nice thing is his base is already textured. You know, honestly, I don't know if that's a nice thing or not. It might make it more difficult. You know, instead of just using some kind of basing material. But it's one less thing we have to get out. So let's go back over with the same color. One of the lost Primarchs. Okay, nice. Nice. Can never be found, but they're looking for him. Alright. Cool. With the same color. It's like a second coat and another highlight layer. Little sharper color on here. Redexma! Yeah. I'm not in category. Dang. Hold on. Okay. I'm sorry if you guys aren't a sub. I gotta switch. There we go. We're in. Alright. Alright, gameplay-wise, I plan on playing them in 30k. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you definitely got more freedom. Alright, sorry if you got hit with the ad there. I had to set myself in category. Yeah, Twitch hates putting me in category when I get on stream. So, Gridaxma, thank you so much. Let's continue on getting these highlights. What's up, Big Papa? How you doing, man? How are you doing? Yeah, I'm excited. Dude, I can't think of the last time I painted an Eldar model. It may have been, like, if you count Harlequins, it may have been Harlequins that I painted almost 15 years ago. Those may have been the last Eldar minis I've painted. I love that dream. Yeah, everybody's doing well. Everybody is doing well in the family, so. Do love me some Space Elves. I purchased this mini with Patreon money, so Patreon members are the reason that we got this mini and we got this giveaway, and I'm gonna ask Patreon to vote on the next faction that I paint for a giveaway. So be looking out for that if you're a Patreon member. Oh, they're great. The models are small. Yeah. Painting elves are your reason for your poor eyesight. I'll accept it. Alright. All the little pieces. You still painting wood elves, man? You ready? Their book will be coming out. Hopefully soon, but they're bringing back the classic dragon, which I think is just kind of hilarious. That poor old dragon mini. It's got charm, but beyond that, that mini is kind of just suffering. Don't know the color scheme. Yeah. Wood elves, Eldar tanks, and terrain right now. Sweet. Very cool. Alright. I think we go just one one more level on this highlight. There's something. Didn't like chip that, did I? May have been me scratching something. I don't know. Black, purple, and blue. Yeah. Lightning on the legs and green morphling. Dang. Okay, so they're like all in on warp traveling dudes. Pretty nice though, man. That sounds great. Yeah. Good lord. What kind of rules are you gonna use for him in 30K? Are you gonna do like Black Shield rules, or a specific legion, or what are you gonna do? T-Slayer, what's going on? I'm gonna write you down here. You get written down on the old giveaway. Andio Raptor gets your second. I don't know if T-Slayer's in the Discord under a different name, but or not the Discord, the Patreon. But yeah. Oh, we got John Lockridge. Okay, all right. So guys, all you gotta do is be a follower on Twitch or a subscriber on YouTube and comment in the respective platform, and you get entered. Patreon members all have a second entry into winning this mini. So I'm gonna finish this mini by the end of the day, and you can absolutely win this miniature, and I will send it to you. I'll pack it up and send it to you this weekend. You don't have Patreon? Okay. Hey, Spilled Paint Pot, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Well, hey, if you get in Patreon, any paid level, we are working on, I think this is kind of our final push to get that $100 a month on Patreon. We just need 28 more dollars, guys. 28 more, and we're gonna hit the goal. We have to do that before next Friday. That's the goal. And that's gonna mean that the painting wife is going to paint my fingernails on stream, on the 12-hour stream. So, be lurking, getting smashed in the face with, okay, things. Alright, nice. Oh, that stinks. Not happy at the moment, preparing an installation. I'm getting errors. Oh, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. Man, alright. Not a good technology day, it sounds like, for people. Welcome in, Spill Paint Pot. I'm gonna write you down in just a second. You get an entry. Running Warband as Black Shields. Give him special oaths. Yeah, Black Shields is the appropriate one, right? Yeah. Utini, what's going on? What's going on? Testing Xbox controllers. Okay, nice. And Utini, Killer Jawas, is in the giveaway. So welcome in. You are entered in to win this guy. So I am happy with the cloak at this point. So I think we're gonna get started on the other parts of this mini. And the next part we need to paint. I'm gonna use some bright warm gray. We're gonna work on. We have like the spear tip minus the blade. And then all the like weird armor, like the Wraithbone stuff. I think bright warm gray is the appropriate color. Just stick you right there. Can't get over how great that green looks. Oh, thank you. The highlights are just a little more noticeable in person. Man, I'm liking it too. Like I said, Bealtan was my choice of a color scheme if I ever collected an Eldar army. So, um, this is a fun way for me to like get that out of my system, and to do something cool, which is give away some things. And this was Patreon that paid for this, so I used funds from Patreon. I bought this mini, and I'll be doing another mini next month. So and that's going to be more Patreon. Patreon's going to vote on the faction too. So if you want to vote on a faction that you have a chance to win, that's the way to do it. Hobby ADHD, I'm going to write your name down in a minute, dude. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hobby ADHD gets an entry. And I believe Hobby ADHD is a Patreon member, so he actually has 2 entries into this giveaway. Paint meets plastic. What's up? What's up? You should collect an Eldar army. Yeah, maybe. I'm having so much fun collecting my heresy stuff and working on that. Like, Eldar are really cool. I always liked Eldar, and I always had the thought, like, man, if they just had more plastic, like the Aspect Warriors in plastic, it'd be great. And now that they finally do, I'm kind of like, yeah, 40k, meh, you know. Yes, that is what we're doing today. Yeah, we are giving away. Sort of in a very appropriate mini for like St. Patrick's Day. We're only about a month late. That's all. Okay, that thing's gonna be gold. Well, let's make sure we kind of get these edges, these pieces here. Reinforce this white a little bit with this bright gray. His belt is also going to be a bright gray, and what we're going to do, we're going to base it the same color. We're going to wash it, make it slightly different. Is an Eldar really ever late? No. Day off tomorrow. Nice. Paint meets plastic. Yeah, I'm doing great. It's been a really good day so far. So I am, happy to be alive, as they say. Okay, this little sash under the cloak. That might be difficult. Only big problem with 30k is the lack of Xenos. Yeah, in a way. Like, officially, yes. My local store is doing a league, and in the league they added the Panoptica Eldar rules, so Eldar players can play. And
first of all,
they also talked about how
allowing me back into your home.
How, if you play like Orcs or Votann or something else, that you can make it work with the militia rules of all things. It won't be like a 1-to-1, but there's definitely ways to make that happen. Choo Choo, what's going on? Or is that Chow Chow? I assume that's Choo Choo. 8625. Welcome in. I'm gonna write down some names here in just a second, guys, for giveaway entries. This is what we're giving away. We're giving away this Eldar Farseer. So, I do understand, like, people really like the official support for armies, but I think it's cool that the league that I'm in is doing that. Let's write some names down. All you gotta do is follow on Twitch and comment, or subscribe on YouTube and comment. So we have ADHD and Paint Meets Plastic, both in. All right, let's keep going. So we want these little bracer things here that he's got, little wristbands. We ran with some friends. Big narrative event at Horus Heresy with Warcry rules. Whoa, that's crazy. Okay. That's really cool. Yeah, yeah, I get some like legacy rules for some Xenos factions, yeah. And I understand, like the narrative is, like the Xenos are pretty much all like really on the back burner. Like the Imperium seriously killed off so many Xenos to where they weren't a threat. Um, but yeah, opening it up would be really cool. But I also, like with the way GW separates their games out and everything in their studios, um, yeah, I don't see it actually ever happening. But yeah, it would be cool. Christina Blackfeather, welcome in. I'm going to enter you in the giveaway here in just a second. Where there's not much Xenos, yeah. Yeah, because the whole point, Utini, is well, first of all, it's a focus of Civil War, right? Like that's the focus of the war anyway. But the Imperium wiped out all the dangerous Xenos. Like the orcs were the big threat, and they were pretty much knocked out at Olinar, right? I think that was the planet. Stina Blackfeather, how are you doing today? It's if you think about it this way, guys. You say think about it. All right. In your home, you see a spider, you kill it, right? And you kill every spider you see. Are you actually getting rid of all the spiders? The answer is no. You are getting rid of the spiders that you can see, which are the ones that literally had the worst survival instinct. So the spiders that live are the ones that are better at hiding, right? And you would assume eventually spiders would, adapt or evolve to be better at hiding and more dangerous. But that takes time. So, we talk about the Imperium and the Great Crusade, how they killed um, all these different aliens. They killed the weaker aliens, and the stronger ones survived. But they beat the stronger ones so bad that it took them time to recover, and that recovery was taking place. Unfortunately, the Imperium couldn't capitalize. They were, kind of had a little heresy going on that they had to deal with. So they couldn't finish the job, as it were. But yeah, what came back were all the more dangerous Xenos, so the orcs, and I guess chaos happened, and whatever big races that we don't really talk about or have rules for. Depending on how fatherhood goes, I'd love to organize a narrative scenario involving 3 big Xenos events: Eleanor murder and the big battle of the Iron Hands versus Eldar. That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Okay, I need to get this weapon. It is difficult to organize stuff with a newborn, but I get it. I get it. We all want to do the things. I'm gonna do some crazy glow effect on this blade if I have the time. Right now we're just trying to get these base colors. I gotta do shoulders and his helmet. And I think that'll be it for the base colors on this specific color. A few skirmishes. Yeah, there'd definitely be skirmishes between factions. But, GW writes their lore and they make their games so they can have an excuse not to put Xenos and cross streams between games. Liber Panoptica is where you go if you want Xenos rules. Hey, Rachel, what's going on? I'm going to enter you in the giveaway here. Finish with this little bit here. We need a Crusade game that takes place before the Heresy. Yes, I am all on board for that. We are doing a giveaway today. I am giving away this mini. This is what we're giving away. I'm going to paint it today and give it away at the end of stream. We're not doing points. No, not for this one. I need to figure out what to do with the points. The points might be 12-hour stream thing. Like spend your points. If you have spent points on giveaways, they will be going toward the next giveaway. Like they're still sitting in a bucket right now to be approved or denied. And, you know, I could always deny them and get back your points and everything. But 12-hour stream, we might do points. And that might make it so, you know, you can watch, and you're watching for 12 hours, you're going to have plenty of points to get some giveaways, but you can enter how you want. Yeah, but this today, all you have to do is be a follower or a subscriber on YouTube and comment in the relevant app. You have 45k points. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of entries. Yeah, if you are a Patreon member, any paid level, you get an entry into today, an additional entry into the giveaway today. So, and we're really trying to get to $100 a month. We're $28 away. Just like 6 people doing $5 a month, and we make it, you know. And you get tons of giveaway entries for the next couple weeks. We're gonna be doing a lot of giveaways, and we're doing that. I blew my newest chainmail piece to Discord. Oh, cool. Yeah, you can bug me all stream. You definitely can. Frank M and Sith, how you guys doing? I'm gonna enter you guys in the giveaway here in just a moment. Let me put this this gray paint on here, and then we'll do that. Dref Builder, welcome in. Welcome in, guys. I got lots of names to write down. I'm trying not to get behind because people come in and say hi, and then I can lose track pretty easy, but. Nice Farsi. Thank you. I'm excited. We just painted
First
the green.
Of all, let me take just a moment to thank you for allowing me back into
so
your
we're working on the Wraithbone. Hey, is that a sub? Welcome in. Thank you for subscribing. Whoever that was, YouTube has a bit of a delay to pop up who's subscribing, but welcome in. If you comment, I will absolutely enter you into this giveaway. Let's see. We have. Oh, and there's Sith Ice. Oh, okay. Oh, Sith Ice is. Are you trying to game it, dude? I see this. Are you on YouTube and Twitch? And we got Ref Builder. If you want additional entries, Sith Ice, come into Patreon. All right, I'll see you in a little bit, Hobby ADHD. No, it never did. Some of them are there. Okay, I'll have to check. Later. Your firstborn Marines from 20 years ago. Oh, cool. Are they still plastic? There were definitely a lot of metal Marines back in the day, but a lot of the infantry was plastic in 2005. I know, because I was collecting a Space Marine Army back in 2005. So, Sith, thank you for subscribing. Okay, it skipped a few. All right, all right. Very first metal. Yeah, the metal stern guard were great minis. I agree. I always liked the Tyrannic War Veteran minis. Those were favorites of mine. I always wanted those to work really well too, and they were always kind of like mediocre at best in game. But very cool minis. I made my own stern guard out of tactical squad and like extra bits and stuff, and I painted them different. But yeah, the metal ones were great. Well, I think when I originally made my stern guard, they were just veterans. There were no stern guard and vanguard veterans. Okay. We have what I believe is all of the white base coated. And I think it's a good time to go through the quick second coat. And this isn't actually white that we're using. This is bright warm gray. It's the color we're using. I'm gonna make sure it is nice and bold. You guys are definitely full of bold colors, being an Eldar. So fun story, guys. If you haven't seen on the Discord, so how are you shading your white? So I'm just gonna work up all this like wraithbone, like lattice work. I don't know what this is, like the kind of bone structure. I'm just gonna highlight up with some pure white the cloth that's present, and I think like the shoulders and the helmet. The shoulders and helmet I'll do different. I might use some like Soulblight gray or something, but I'm gonna use some sepia wash on the cloth to kind of separate it out. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do there. So if you guys remember me telling you about the tree in my yard that was blown over by a big gust of wind, it was almost 2 weeks ago now. I was in the middle of streaming, and the whole city around me had tornado sirens, but we didn't have tornado sirens. And I was like, okay, guys, you might be getting those soon. Wind is really picking up. It's pretty crazy. I think I'm going to get off stream. And then my power cut off. And there was a loud crash sound. And my wife and I went outside, and one of our trees was blown over, like snapped in half. Blew over on power lines. Absolutely crazy week followed, like, of our internet and power being out, and just like the weirdest stuff. So we got confirmation yesterday that it was actually a tornado. A tornado blew over my house, guys, or through my yard at least. It was legit an EF0 tornado with 85-mile-per-hour winds. That went in about a 3-mile stretch through our town, and wrecked a bunch of stuff. Ultramarines back then were tactically collected. Army led by Librarian Tech Marine, Squads Lasgun, Melton. Yeah, you have like the metal heavy weapon troops and stuff. Yeah. So I literally was live streaming during a tornado. Tornado came through and wrecked things. Fortunately, no one in town was hurt by it. We were like the only place in town to get a tornado. We never had a tornado siren. They test our tornado sirens every week because of this very reason, and we never got one. Yeah, everything's still recognizable. Again, it was a really small tornado. It was an EF0, which is like the lowest, the like smallest category of tornado. Still 85-mile-per-hour winds. So So when we found this out yesterday, my wife, she called the weather service, or she was emailing them, and she said, "Hey, why didn't our tornado sirens go off? Like, why weren't they, or I guess turned on? Why weren't our tornado sirens going? Like, this could have been very bad. Our son was asleep in his upstairs room while this thing hit. And he was definitely the closest to the tree that fell over. But, like, that means he was closest to the tornado if it went right through our yard right there. It could have been very bad. And their response was, it was too small and it happened too quick to detect. And I don't believe that for a second. And the reason I don't believe that is because that night, my wife was asleep, but she got a text from her friend who lives in a different part of town, or I guess across like the metro area. And her friend texted her about 20 minutes before all this went down and said, "Hey, there is a funnel forming over like your neighborhood. Like, I can see it on the radar. There's a funnel forming over your neighborhood." 20 minutes before all this happened. So apparently, my wife's friend could just watch the weather and see clearly that there's a tornado forming, but the weather service itself can't determine whether the conditions are right or close enough for a tornado to turn on the tornado sirens. I am legitimately mad about that. Like, every single week they test these tornado sirens. Every week. And then the one time it matters, in the 15 years I've lived here, this is the only time we've had a tornado. 15 years. And they don't even turn the sirens on. And the tornado goes right through my yard. And they said, "Oh, whoops, it happened too fast." What's too fast? You flip a switch. Like, this stuff isn't difficult to turn on. They do that on purpose, you know. They make it so it's easy, and normally they're pretty loose about turning on the yeah. I'm considering suing the city, but also like it's like what do I sue them for? It's not like a tornado siren would have allowed us to go like tie down the one tree that we would have not expected to fall over, you know? It's crazy. Maybe I should sue them and call the news, make a bigger story about it. Yeah, because I have to pay like $1,500 to get all this tree cleaned up and cut down and everything. It is quite expensive. All right, let's get some more colors out. Here we go. Soul Blight Gray, man, look how bad that separates. Look at that. Look at that. We're gonna set that down just like that for a second. And yeah, poor tree. Yeah. It was a healthy tree. Yeah, well, that is true. That is true, Cody. Yeah, also, Cody, I'm entering you in the giveaway. So, let me get you here. It requires money. Yeah. Get one of those services, they get paid a percentage. Would that work when you sue the city? I don't know. I've sued an insurance company. My last car accident that I got in. And the attorney was quite reasonable. So, do I get more entries if I comment more? No. Greedy Joker, what's going on? That's a cool emote. That's a very very Joker emote. I am shaking this wash right now. I'm gonna enter you in, Greedy Joker. Are you a follower? You gotta follow and comment to get a chance to win this mini. Oh, these white shade paints. They separate so bad. Usually do Ulthway, but the green and white is really striking. Yeah, I really like Ulthway. I think Eldar have really cool color schemes. So yeah, it is 10:47 a.m. for me. Yep. Yeah, GW white colors separate really bad. Don't get me started on Corax white. That color is like it's like stucco. Okay, that's close enough. Okay, who am I writing down? We're gonna write down. We wrote down Cody, Greedy Joker. If you follow, I'll enter you in. I'm not sure if you're a follower or not, but you just let me know. The giveaway's in about 3 hours. That's right. Yep, in about 3 hours. I own one Corax, and it came separated from the fact. Yeah, they all do. They all do. You're lagging by 6 hours. I'm sorry. Yeah. Stream's lagging. All the colors in one army. Yeah, I told the Painting Son. Painting Son loves to paint with just the most ridiculous colors on his minis. If you guys have ever seen the Painting Son paint his minis, he just picks colors off the shelf and paints them in. I told him, I was like, man, Eldar's your army, dude. Like, it works so well for you just because you can pick the craziest color schemes and it works with their minis. I'm a follower. Oh, sweet. All right. I'm gonna get you written down here, Greedy Joker. Thank you so much for following and chilling. I didn't recognize your name. I'm not sure if you're just normally a lurker or what, but a friend of yours collects Eldar. Yeah. Well, yeah, you're definitely a dwarf guy, so I'm sure you really enjoy beating up your friend's army a lot. Okay. A little bit of diluted sepia here. Highlighted soon, and then we're gonna do this Soulblight Gray. I had orcs. They don't want to collect the same army. That's fair. Yeah, I get it. All right, Greedy Joker. Let's get you written down. You would try to make the best of this mini in a cool diary. Well, that's cool, man. Yeah. I am all for that. I'll send you guys this movie or this mini, and whatever you want to do with it is your business. So I won't judge. If you want to paint over it, you're like, man, I hate Biel-Tan, and you want to paint it Ulthwé or something, like I'm cool with that. It's your mini at that point. But this is something fun I like doing. I have to thank Patreon in particular. It's Patreon is the reason that I'm able to do this. I used my Patreon funds. I bought this mini, and I'm able to give it away, to ship it out, and all of that. And that is because of Patreon. So, Indiana Cones, what's going on, man? What is going on? Some painted his first mini the other day. He chose Evil Sons for an Infernus Marine. I love it. That's great. Man, kids come up with the craziest color schemes. It's great. My son he's such a good painter when it comes to like painting like realistic looking color schemes, but he hates it. He hates painting realistic minis. I had him paint a Warhammer Fantasy mini realistic once. He was miserable the whole time, but he did it and it looked amazing. Like, it looked way better than any of my first minis. Like, way better. But, you know, whenever we paint minis, he'll ask me, he's like, do I have to paint it realistic? I'm like, no. And he's like, yes. Your friend has a Laytok? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, a Laytok is cool. Yeah, I've mentioned this a couple times, but I always told myself if I had an Eldar army, if I collected an Eldar army, it would be Biel-Tan. Because a couple reasons. One, my favorite color is green. So, you know, being able to paint a green army is always a pleasure. And also because being the generic one, you can kind of run anything and it works, you know, in context. And I mean, you can do that with any army for anything, but I like the fact that it all just fits lore-wise into the theme of the army. So I am a fan of that. They're very much like their aspect warriors, and I love aspect warriors. Like the white armor, the green helmets on the Guardians looks really cool. So Big fan. Big fan. If I win, can you include a bottle for the base? The bottle for the base? Maybe. How about this? How about this? I do have a lot of these bottles. I will include the bottle for the base if by some crazy metric we hit the Patreon goal today. I will absolutely include I'll just send the model like this. The yellow and blue is LA Talk, I believe. No, Iyanden. That's Iyanden. What is LA Talk? Yeah, if we hit the $100 Patreon goal today, I will send the model with the base for you guys. You will get the full Painting Dad experience. LA Talk is yellow and blue. Oh, okay. Well, It's duly pretty. Oh yeah, it's covered in so much paint. There's just layers of paint. This was shining gold. That was this color. You can just barely make it out. Okay, a little bit of a wash there. We got washes drying. Let's while we wait for that, let's get some of these other like belts and stuff. Or actually, better yet, we can get let's get some dark neutral gray. We'll get the staff. We'll get his face plate, his neck, and his boots in this color. Oh, okay. It's blue armor, yellow helmets instead of yellow helmets, or instead of yellow armor, blue helmets. Okay. I thought they were, yeah, like I have it pictured in my head, but I guess I never considered that they were both the same. And next week is the 12-hour stream. We're doing 3 giveaways next week. 3 of them on Friday next week, the 18th. And if you are a Patreon member, you get an automatic entry into all 3 of them. That is on top of any other entries you get. So I'm giving away some cool stuff. There's no miniatures, but I'm giving away a set of brushes by Foxbite, a set of their synthetic 7 Deadly Sins brushes. I'm giving away a Painting Dad mug. And I'm also giving away a Pro Acryl base set. I think it has 18 colors in the base set. And it's about $100 value. So if that's something that you're interested in, there will be other ways to enter, but Patreon members just get a straight up entry into all of it. And you're going to help me reach that goal of, if like $5 is worth that to you to enter into to possibly win all that stuff, that would be great. And you can enter into today's giveaway for that. So that is all like, you get all that with just that membership. You get some other things too in that 12-hour stream. You're going to get to name tanks and put your names on minis and stuff. Like there's going to be some crazy stuff, but hey.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
Who's that? Micah? Micah, thank you so much for joining, man. Mitch Bridges, welcome in. Welcome in. How you guys doing? Micah, thank you so much. Once I see I'll check and get a dollar amount here. I'm going to add that to the total here. We'll see what we get. The paint set, the paint set's a good paint set, guys. I'm telling you, Pro Acryl, the best paints you can buy for minis. Until you get down to like mixing your own pigments, and when you're good at that. Mitch Bridges, how are you doing? How are you doing? If you are a subscriber, I will enter you in the giveaway, and you have a chance to win this mini right here. Alright, let's, who are we getting, Dan? Okay. I have no experience with Pro Acryl. I'll say Vallejo are the best paints. That's fair. That's fair. Hey, Micah. Going at the $5 level. Let's adjust this goal and get ourselves just a little bit closer, guys. $23 and we hit that goal. Is that you, Raja? Oh, Raja. Thank you. Sorry for using you. I hope I didn't dox you a bunch, but thank you, man. I appreciate it. And you are... Let me get you in here. You are in on the Patreon giveaway as well. So Raja's entered in twice into this giveaway to enter this mini. And you're entered in to win all the other giveaways on Friday. So... Yeah, I've also... So Scale 75 is a line I have never used. I have no experience with Scale 75, so... Okay, good. See, when we meet in person and play some Armada now, I'll know your name. There you go. Won't be weird at all. Just walk up to you and say, hey, Micah. Coffee in hand and no rain this morning. Man, a rainy morning sounds really nice. If it were warmer out. It's been pretty cold here. Today's a little warmer, but 40 degrees Fahrenheit is still a little chilly. And I'm excited. I'm having a blast painting this mini, by the way. You can tell this is an older plastic mini, like older for GW standards, like maybe 10 years older more, because the base, they gave you the base in on the sprue and it was already textured. Yeah, I have got the itch for some Armada. Oklahoma. We had rain all last week, yeah. Oklahoma man might understand, Mitch. I literally had a tornado hit my house a week and a half ago in Ohio. We didn't know it was a tornado until yesterday morning, but we had a tornado. Pretty ridiculous. Okay, we got that gray. That's good. Let's grab some brown. I don't want to go straight for black brown. I feel like I do black brown a lot. Yeah, we'll go just a little lighter. We'll do this dark umber here. This one right here. Yeah, 'tis the season. Yeah, it's a little EF0. It said 85-mile-per-hour winds. It blew over one of our trees into the street. It knocked out power. Power and internet. Not my internet. We are making good progress on this mini. I hope whoever gets this mini loves it and cherishes it. But if you repaint it, that's fine. I'm gonna post on Patreon probably this week, and I'm gonna ask you guys what faction I should buy next, and I'll kind of give you a budget of what I could buy, and that'll be my next giveaway mini. Will be for that faction. I'm not putting Space Wolves on the list. I'm sorry, guys. I may put Space Wolves on the list when their new minis come out. All right, Raja, enjoy your work. That new faction, the Emperor's Children, is that the one you're talking about? That could be fun to paint. Oh, Krieg! Yes, yes. Oh, man. Just paint up the whole command squad in a day or something. Okay. Let's come back to our gray here. We're just gonna start doing a little bit of highlights on these larger flat surfaces here. Yeah, I kind of figured. I think the best use for the Patreon money is to buy minis to give to people. So that's what I'm gonna do. Gives me an excuse to do like bigger giveaways, and you know, the higher we get, I think the more value I can put into those giveaways. Mirasaki, how you doing? I'm gonna enter you into the giveaway. Thank you for stopping by today. Let me get your name written down. It's gonna take me a couple minutes to add in all these names, but this is awesome.
I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part.
Who is that? Is that Christina? Christina, thank you so much. Thank you for joining the Patreon. You got yourself double the chance of winning. Oh man, hold on. What is going on, Sushi? Zombie Sashimi. Welcome. Things to do. How are you guys doing? Welcome in. Guys, we're giving away this mini. Man, thank you so much for the raid, Zombie Sashimi. We're giving away this mini. I'm going to try to finish painting it today. I'm going to paint it all in one day, and we're giving it away. All you have to do is follow and comment. So if you follow and comment, you are in. If you're a follower, let me know if you're a follower, if you're commenting here. I know Grumpy Crane, I think you're a follower. I remember your name. And let's see, Smiling Beagle. I gotta write these names down though. We're gonna give this mini away at the end of the day. Cape looks incredible. Thank you. Hey.
First of all, let me take just a
Is that Domo Robogato? Okay. Domo Robogato. Okay, what else? You follow? Yeah. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Zombie, I'm gonna assume you are a follower. I don't know, but you're entered in because you rated anyway. So cool. Welcome everybody. I will try to message you if you join the Discord. I know I hate just like telling everybody to join the Discord all the time, but joining the Discord is the easiest way for me to contact you. Pronounced it correctly on the first try. Yes, I pride myself on occasionally pronouncing names correctly. So yeah, we're giving. I'll send you this mini completely for free, funded by Patreon. So, yeah, that is literally what it is. And man, we are closer to the goal. We're trying to get to $100, $5. Thank you so much, Christina. Thank you. I'm just getting to looking that up. Things to do. We are at $82, $18 left, and we make the $100 goal. Here's what I'm doing, guys. I'll explain. So I'm the painting dad. What I do is I chill and paint. That's literally like my existence anymore. We listen to relaxing music, we hang out, we talk about random things, and I paint minis, and I try to paint lots of minis. That's what I do. Yeah, we're doing lots of giveaways and stuff coming up, lots of streams and everything. So, you know, I'd love it if you guys stuck around and said hi, and all you got to do is follow and comment, and that's the way you you get in. I told Christina, who's joining on YouTube, if you guys can't see her comments, if we do make the $100 Patreon goal, I will ship this mini with my mini stand here. It's an old pot of shining gold. So I have had this paint pot since I was like 12 years old, guys. And I will send this. I'll send the whole thing together. So I don't know if that's incentive, but we got to hit the Patreon goal today for that to happen. So, but yeah, welcome in. Zombie Sashimi, how you doing? How was your stream? Tell me about it. If you're still hanging out, I understand if you have to go though. I get pretty worn out streaming. So, watching others paint is hyping me up to one day paint my miniatures. Yeah, there you go. One of these days I'll paint. I get it, man. I am doing a giveaway next week. I'm actually giving away a full Pro Acryl base set of paint. It's about $100 set of paint. So I am streaming for 12 hours painting a bunch of tanks. And if that's your jam, come hang out next Friday, and you can enter some giveaways there and try to get a free $100 set of paints. So. Painting Plague Marines and oils. Oh man, that's that sounds intense, but that also sounds like the proper way to paint Plague Marines. I don't know, I could be crazy. I don't paint with oils, but
back and forth.
Whoa, what is that? Grumpy donated $18. Thank you so much, Grumpy. I will say, Grumpy, you are the man. I appreciate it. We're doing it's the Patreon goal that has to get to 100. The Patreon. Grumpy, you're an amazing person, and I appreciate that. And just for that donation, I'm gonna get you something. You're gonna get a benefit, and I'm gonna think of something. It'll be a safe for work related benefit, but yeah, that is. Oh no, you put yourself in the pre-roll. No, okay, we'll wait for that. Surprising, relaxing to paint in oils. Yeah. Troy, what's going on, Troy? You are entered in the giveaway now, just for stopping by and saying hi. Go buy some oils. You know, I might have to do that sometime. One of these days. I'll make it a goal of some sort to get oil paints and to paint with them. We'll do that. I have a black oil paint. And that is to occasionally do an oil wash, which I don't do often, but yeah, doing a little wash with some. Probably do more. I should have done that on my Thousand Suns tanks. Okay, Grumpy Crane. Here's what I gotta tell you. So bad news is it's the Patreon goal to get to $100 a month. You are the man. Thank you so much for donating $18. You will get something for donating $18. I'm not going to leave you hanging, even though that won't get us to the Patreon goal. But seriously, thank you so much. And I will, I'm going to find you. I'm going to send you a message after stream. I'm going to write a note for myself. And I'm going to get you something. So. Only time I've ever used oils is for panel lining. Yep, yep. To rate and run. No problem, Zombie. Hey, have a great one. Thank you so much for the thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Inks are good for that too. Yeah, yeah. I don't want anything. Just happy to support. Well, okay. All right. Go get an expensive cup of coffee. I did that this morning, guys. By expensive cup, I mean a cup of coffee from Sheets, because I could pretend like it's healthy by getting sugar-free flavorings in my coffee drink. But yeah, thank you so much, Grumpy Crane. You're the man. Zombie Sashimi, you have a wonderful, I guess it's technically Friday where you are, so get some sleep, and thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Yeah, the Sheets, so I live in Ohio. Sheets is a new thing. Sheets, they opened up one location, and then like 60 more popped up within a year. It's crazy how many Sheets there are in Ohio. They went all in. But it is pretty great, yeah. Now, it's still gas station food. I don't think their food is amazing. I think what's cool about Sheets is they have tons of options. So, you know, like, there is nowhere in my little tiny town where I could get jalapeno poppers. And I like jalapeno poppers. So, I can go to Sheets and get jalapeno poppers, which is fantastic. So, you know, it's stuff like that. Or I can get a coffee with, like a sugar-free, like, coffee with, like, almond milk or oat milk. And, you know, I can't do that anywhere else in town. I have to drive out to like a weird Starbucks, but Starbucks doesn't do like sugar-free flavorings either. So yeah, Sheets is great for the options. Wandering Picked, how you doing? Hey dude, you are entered in to win this Eldar, so welcome in. I will get your entry. If you are a Patreon member, you get an extra entry. Dang guys, yeah, we are $18 from
First of all, let me take just a moment to thank you for allowing
Holy
me back
cow!
into
Wait,
your home.
Ninjon is that's not actual Ninjon, is it? Pulling my leg. What's up, Ninjon? Thanks for the follow. Is it seriously, dude? Ninjon, you're like the one paint YouTuber that I'm still subscribed to. I think it's like you and Trevor. How you doing, man? I love it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. This is another Infinity Stone, guys. I'm collecting Infinity Stones from like content creators that come into my stream. Thank you so much. You know what, Ninjon? You commented. I'm entering you into this giveaway, dude. You're entered into the giveaway for this mini. That's cool. Utini, did you comment earlier? I don't know, Utini. Yep, Utini's in here. Sonic has jalapeno poppers. I think we do have a Sonic near us, but yeah. Holding on by a thread. Oh dang, yeah. Hey man, you put out good content though. You do have like the best intros of the content creators, so I appreciate the hearty chuckle that you give with your goofy sketches. Okay, we are going to get a little bit of white, and we're going to start mixing in white with this gray and try to highlight this all this Wraithbone stuff a little more. I'm painting this mini in a day, so I started it this morning about, I don't know, hour 15 minutes ago, and we're going to try to finish this in the next like 3 hours, 2.5 hours or so, and we're going to give it away. That's the plan, at least. It's not, you know, this might not be the highest level, but I do pride myself on painting pretty fast, so. Okay. So we got these shoulders, just some basic highlights here. I gotta be honest, guys, I feel like I gotta paint a lot better now that Ninjon's in here. pressure's on. Just don't mess up once. You know what I tell people in my stream is that painting is just, you're just correcting mistakes until you feel like you're good enough. Like till you feel like you're done. Or you're tired of correcting mistakes. Like that's all it is. And I feel like at a very base level, like painting, like, you know, I base coated this mini with an airbrush with one color, and like I'm literally just covering that color up. So mistakes are part of it. Slapping around paint with you, no judgment. Yeah, there we go. I love it, dude. I love it. I started streaming a few years ago, and my whole, like, the whole picture in my head was, I just want a reason, and this was, you know, kind of around COVID, a little after COVID area, and I was like, I just want a reason for people to, like, hang out and paint. I remember as a kid, back in, like, early 2000s, like, going to my friend's house, and we just paint our Warhammer armies, and we would chill. We'd turn on the Lord of the Rings trilogy. It'd be like a Saturday morning. We'd turn on the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the extendeds, of course, and we'd have those on the TV in the living room. And my buddy had he had like TV dinner stands, you know, like little trays or whatever, little like tables, and we'd paint literally all day. And that's what we would do. We'd hang out and we'd paint, and yeah, that was like my favorite time painting. Absolute favorite experience painting was just hanging out with my friends with a movie on, and you know, the greatest movie trilogy, and yeah, and painting my Dark Elves or my Empire, whatever I had at the time, and trying to recreate that vibe with the stream, you know. And sometimes it really feels like we're doing it. Metal D&D minis with tester paint, yeah. Oh man, the tester's plastic glue was an experience. Learning about that stuff. The plastic cement in the orange tube in the 80s, man. I'm not that old. This is geriatric Twitch here. If you guys aren't familiar, this is where the geriatrics on Twitch go to hang out. Try to move around here. And by geriatric, I mean normally like 30s plus, because that's what I feel like is old on Twitch. I feel seen. Yeah, you guys know. Yep. Yeah, I do feel like part of the reason I don't subscribe to a lot of like paint YouTubers. I used to be subscribed to a ton of them, and like that was like my YouTube like experience, was just watching all these painters, and I don't subscribe a lot anymore because like I kind of do it. Like I don't put out a lot of YouTube content, but you know, I stream, and like I am doing that thing all day, and something about like watching someone do it after, it's like I'm the one that, it's like you see how the sausage is made. It's not like it's terrible or anything, you know, but or like I see the dark side of
take just a moment to
Warhammer
for allowing me back
painting content creation. But Grimdark Barbie, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Melting half an X-Wing with the orange tester stuff? Yeah, we called it Melt-A-Glue. That's what we called it, me and my friends. If Killa Cam jumps in here, he'll tell you. $53, there we go. All right, 57. Yep, that's what we need. All right, we need the contest. Who's the oldest in stream right now? We got 57. Christina, 57. All right. Grimdark Barbie, how are you doing today? How are you doing? Oh, Smiling Beagle's winning with 59, guys.
First of all, let me take just a moment to thank you for allowing me back into your home.
Christina's jumping in on Twitch. Thank you for the follow on Twitch, Christina. Twitch is a little more responsive when it comes to live streams, so I'm doing great, Grimdark Barbie. We're having a fun stream. We're being real chill. We got celebrities jumping in. I hope he doesn't think I'm poking fun. Like, I'm legitimately excited that Ninjon came in here and said hi. But no, we're having a seriously cool stream. Didn't know old people were on Twitch. Exactly. That's the thing. They're all here. That's where they are, all the old people. You're a Raptor. Don't you have kids in their 20s? Or they're older teenagers, right? Yeah, I do the Bob Ross notifications. All right. So we did a little more highlights on the white. We're gonna get some pure white. I want to hit some of this stuff with just a little bit of pure white. See if I can't get a nice clean white going. You know, I'm gonna use a smaller brush, so we're not gonna do that. 30. I feel less seen. Yeah, I'm 35. I just turned 35, and you guys are as old as my kids in their 30s. Oh man. You could take a good razzing. All right. I thought you said rizzing there for a second. I was like, whoa, man. You see how old everybody is here in this channel. You can't be using that kind of language. Your oldest is 21. Yeah. I'm 42. Yeah, you're the old man on YouTube. You're in good company, Ninjon. We're a bunch of old people here, even though I'm not that old. When I started streaming on Twitch, I never really watched Twitch, so for me it was like, I was like, man, I feel so old. I was like 30 something. I was like, oh, like all these kids are gonna watch Twitch, and I'm gonna have to like start talking about how things slap and I don't know, start saying skibbity or something. I don't know what was the slang in 2021, but yeah, and then it ended up being like, you know, all these guys would come in, they're like, yeah, I'm retired, and you know, I hang out, and this is what I do all day is watch Twitch and paint minis, and it just became more and more of that, and I was like, all right, well, I guess I don't have to feel so bad about being old. Bet. I hate that term. Yeah. The Young Ones? I don't know if I know that series. I call my son Fam all the time. He doesn't get it. You know, he's only 8, so he's not into some of the slang, but he'll say some things and it kills me, some of the things that he says as an 8-year-old. Being the YouTube audience makes me feel young today. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Use Pog and Poggers because Twitch. Yeah, that is like a very Twitch thing, isn't it? Twitch coded, right? I say boomer a lot, but I deal with a lot of boomers with like the 2 social interactions I have with people through the week, because most of the, I guess, quote unquote social interactions I get are actually just on Twitch with you guys, because I just sit at home and paint minis all day. But you know, like I go to the gym and it's just old people at the gym. What's Pog and Pog? Poggers is like an, oh my gosh, like I can't believe that. Like it's the snake with the mouth open. We have a Necron Poggers reaction. I don't know if anyone's got that one. That was one of my first emotes that Zen made for me. Reaper Sculptors, an LGS playing Commander. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's fun to meet people like that. Yeah, that's the Poggers. Yeah, that's the snake one. And then there was one that was a guy, but then he had like all kinds of controversy and kind of had like Twitch kind of canceled him or whatever. But yeah, daughter's forced. I'm trying hard not to learn the slang for a few more years. Oh yeah. You gotta start picking it up now, Grumpy Crane. You know. Play of the game. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. See, I didn't know that. Everything I know from Twitch has been stuff you guys tell me, and based on your ages, I know you guys don't know half the stuff on Twitch, so I don't know half the stuff on Twitch. Okay. let's try to get our a little edge highlight in here just to get there. Let me know if I'm getting out of frame, guys. She can't take you out in public. Yeah, that's the goal. My son rolls his eyes so hard sometimes, it's funny. What my wife does, this is the thing that gets me the most. So we'll watch a movie, and we try to teach my son, use good language, use positive language, and I don't cuss on stream, and we try to like set a good example and stuff. But we'll watch a movie, and so like we're watching Jurassic World, and they have some cuss words in Jurassic World. And there's one where they just like say something like outright, and to me, just saying a word, my son's probably half paying attention to the words being actually said in the movie. And I'm just like, okay, just, like, don't make a reaction to it. Like, oh, okay, he said a word, whatever, just another word. My wife, every time, she will make a big reaction to it. Like, oh my God, I can't believe they said that. All this stuff. I'm like, you got to stop. Because now he's going to wonder, like, what word did he say? What did he say? What's this cool word that's going to make mom angry, or whatever. Holy Grail quotes? Yeah. Hey, back before memes, we used to just quote movie lines at each other. Does anybody remember that? Movie and like Family Guy quotes when I was a teenager was like, that was like the way we communicated with our friends. Monty Python and the Holy Grail was definitely one of those. That was the Holy Grail of quoting movies to each other. Nice little highlight up top here. Anchorman, yeah, Anchorman. I would say the worst one was probably Napoleon Dynamite. Napoleon Dynamite, like for some reason that movie stuck. Like years of people just going crazy for Napoleon Dynamite, like just like references and everything. God, Tina, yeah. Yeah, Ninjon's one of them. I knew it. You look like a Napoleon Dynamite guy. What's up, Gosu? What's going on? Dark Days, yeah. I had never seen Napoleon Dynamite until after, like, way after it was cool. Yeah, glad you got to come chill, Gosu. What's going on? We're close to the Patreon goal, so we're trying to go to $100, and we are $18 away from the big goal, the $100 goal. And I'm going to paint my fingernails for the 12-hour stream. That's what it is. It's actually my wife is going to paint my fingernails on stream. So that's what's going to happen. And Gosu, I'm going to get you entered into the giveaway. Okay, so we got this stuff. Let's get this little guy right here. Just gonna hit him with a little highlight. That's it, $18. And it's the $18 a month on Patreon is like the goal that we're trying to hit. If we also hit that goal, I know some of you guys, this might not mean anything, but some of you who remember the days where we used to do subscriber goals to get the painting wife to stream with me, and she would do I'd do an extra stream, and she would and it would be me and her, and she would sit and paint minis, and I would be off camera, just like acting like the peanut gallery, and we would just do ridiculous stuff, hilarious streams, incredible streams. We're gonna start up monthly Painting Wife streams if we hit that $100 goal. Yeah, we have plans of things we already want to stream. So we want to stream the new Heroes of Might and Magic game. Me and my wife, like, our like the 5 years we dated, we played like three years worth of time was just was playing Heroes of Might and Magic. So we're really excited for that game, and we're gonna try it out on stream and try not to embarrass ourselves in that game. Fingernail painting is a new thing I've been seeing. It is, yeah. It's quote. Why do you have to? Painting Wife will be on during the 12-hour stream. Yeah. If we hit the goal, she'll be painting my fingernails like early in the stream. The Painting Son is also going to join me, so he wants to come hang out and paint some minis with me. So he'll be doing that, and Zendral's also going to stop by. So we're just going to have a variety hour while I'm trying to like power through and paint 14 tanks. Not a lot of depth in this armor, but it's not bad looking though. It's not bad looking. We're gonna try to stick with it. We got the white on there. We're gonna try to keep it as is. I think I'm gonna paint this. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this. I was in boot camp, had my wisdom teeth out. Oh man, oh no. He called no way Ghosty. That's hilarious. That's so funny. He called you Napoleon Dynamite. Paint looks clean. Thank you. Domo Robogato. That's a great name. Yeah. I appreciate the compliment, guys. I don't claim to be like the best painter out there. I don't like entering like painting competitions, so I don't know. Not anything like fundamentally against painting competitions, but it's just not me. I don't like to compete with my painting. I will say I did win Best Painted Army at a tournament I went to recently for my Thousand Sons, so I got a trophy, and that trophy is up on the bookshelf. But you know, that's that. But mad respect to anybody who does enter painting competitions, will put themselves out there like that, because that stresses me out. Yep. Nothing like some hazing, yeah. Mopping the floors, walked by 4 hours, just made you spin the mop like a bow staff. Yeah, you're like the kid, like the that poor kid, that the early YouTube days. Troy, yeah. May stand a chance. Yeah, thank you. Okay, nice. So what was I gonna say? I was never in the military, so I don't have our Nova tickets on sale. Oh, okay, that's true. Yeah, would you have anything to enter Gosu this year, or you haven't been like focused? You've been doing a lot of other stuff. You haven't been focusing on like one mini, unless you're entering your little spider dude. But all right, will you enter something? Cool. So my oldest brother was in the Marine Corps, and he told me a story about how all my cool stories are stuff my brothers did. It's never anything I did, because I'm super boring. But my oldest brother's in the Marine Corps. He's in basic training, and they got issued rifles, and they were like at the time like old M16 rifles before they switched over to M4s and stuff. So they had old M16 rifles that they would do like drill and stuff with. And they were teaching them how to like hold and how to move their rifles, and they were trying to tell them, like, you got to be like enthusiastic, and like really be like I guess snappy with the weapon and everything. So Christina Blackfire, have a great day. If if you win the giveaway, I will message you. I'm going to message people, try to message people on Discord if they're not in stream. So if you win, or I'll find a way to get a hold of you. I'll try to find you, but be on the lookout for something if you happen to win the giveaway, guys. I'll be doing that in, I don't know, about 2 hours. I only have about 2 hours to paint this mini. So they're doing some drill stuff, and my brother goes to grab the barrel of his weapon that's like up to like put it next to him, like to put it down next to him, and the barrel just snaps clean off. And in his mind, he's like, I am dead. Like, the drill instructor's gonna kill me for breaking my rifle. Like, this is not good. And he said that the DI walks up to him is just like, he looks like up and down. He's like, no, that's intensity. And then like it just like walks away. And then they gave him like a brand new rifle, because I guess they only had so many for the, yeah, it was just like an old crappy rifle that they used, you know, for like all these like, you know, boots or whatever. And yeah. Yeah, the surplus stuff, is that what that is? The milsurp? Yeah. Okay, we got these little pieces here. Again, guys, we are trying to finish this mini before stream is done. Training military, rifles. Yeah, oh yeah, they give you like the worst stuff. Yeah, my oldest brother had a crazy experience in the Marine Corps. My other brother was in the U.S. Army, but his experience was crazy for different reasons. But my oldest brother's in the Marine Corps. He joined, and then he got medically discharged before he finished basic training. And he was already like as a squad leader position and everything. You do not have to spill paint pot. You don't have to spend any channel points on this for this mini. So this is just coming in, following, commenting, and you're entered in the giveaway, or joining the or the Patreon is what it is, and the Patreon gets you an additional entry. Any paid member of the Patreon. And I did promise that if we hit the $100 goal today, I will give the mini on the paint stand. So you'll get the Painting Dad paint stand too. I've had this paint pot for over 20 years. And I will send it with the mini if we hit that $100 goal. Drafted for service, but got medical discharge after 1 month. Yeah. What do you use to attach the mini? I use Blue Tack. The unspillable paint pot. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, for spilled paint pot. Yep. You can't spill this one. I think, yeah, this one's way down. I put sand in here too, so it should be pretty sturdy. Yeah, and I found out you can't use the off-brand stuff. You gotta use the good stuff. It'll be a special place in the diorama. Yeah, Raptor. That's incredible, dude. You got to make sure you can still just barely see the shining gold label on there and everything. Just got like my greasy finger oils all over it. I don't know. What else are we doing gold? And actually, hold on. Just a little mistake on that finger. See if I need to darken that up a little bit. I can. Good. I'm glad. Glad it'll be a project. Let's see. I think we're just on. We could probably get one piece on the spear, but we got to get this big crest piece. Yeah. So my oldest brother was he was medically discharged before he finished basic training, and like his dream was to join the military. And I know he applied to join the Army after that, and the Navy and the Air Force, and they all rejected him for the same like medical issues that kind of blown out of proportion. All this stuff was a whole thing. But he was a squad leader in basic training, and he would have been like a squad leader like when he was like, you know, sent to his actual like unit and everything. And like that, he had like his job set. He was excelling. He was doing a great job. And yeah, well, he never finished basics. So, and again, like that was his dream. That was seriously what he wanted to do since he was a kid. Well, in his platoon, the 3 squad leaders in his platoon, they went to Iraq, because this was like 2005. They went to Iraq, and within, I think, about a month, all 3 squad leaders that he had served with were killed. All 3 of them. Crazy stories, absolute heroes, like insane things they did. But you know, the fact that he was medically discharged just like tells me that, you know, like it was meant to be. And like, you know, that his whatever medical issue like very much saved his life. Yeah. So yeah, he had a really rough time with it, you know. Yeah, and I want to say it was in ooh, where am I looking? Where am I looking, Euroraptor? Whips. Oh, it's the Death Riders. Nice. Death Riders are starting. I love it, dude. Great stuff. Do you just have the 5 or do you have more? Which gold? I am using Pro Acryl Shining Gold. Dang, I didn't even mention to Ninjon that I like his paint set. Man, I feel like I missed an opportunity. If you're still here, Ninjon. I love the Pro Acryl paints, and I think it's cool that you got a signature paint set. And I don't know if you tried to get them to make a mid-tone silver and they yelled at you, but you know, I appreciate the effort because I know you tried. I know. I know. Jason was getting really mad at people eventually for asking for mid-tone silver. So you got 10 of them. Okay. All right. Nice. Let's see. All right. Okay. I think that's it for the gold. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna get some satin black here. We're gonna get these all these soul stones. We're just gonna hit them with a base coat of satin black, just to kind of figure out where they are, and then we're gonna kind of work on a few other things here. Trying to get the battle force done. Yeah, that's legit, man. That's man, those minis look great. I think I prefer some of the Forge World resin equivalents to the plastics, but you got Plastic Creek, like that in itself is just like a huge win for Krieg fans. The static poses of the classic like resin Death Riders was pretty great though.
Look at me!
Where am I looking? Is that Wandering Pict? Where am I looking, man? You let me know. I have an update on the rat. Okay, okay, cool. Let me take a look in just a second. Let me just get these soul stones real quick. Right, yeah, you can't really get the Forge World ones anymore, so... Okay, more. Let's get you. You three. You know, I've painted so many Dark Eldar in my life, I'm not used to seeing intact soulstones. Is that like really bad? I'm always like, where's the little like lines through them where they're like shattered or whatever, and yeah, not used to seeing them intact. It's weird to me. Okay, I think that's it for that base color on the soul stones. Okay. Used to painting the cursed version. Yeah. Alright. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, the Skaven. The yellow and blue is wild. It's so like Renaissance-y. Okay. For better or for worse, Wandering Pict. It reminds me of the Swiss Guard. The Vatican, like the Vatican Guard. That's what they remind me of. That red and blue. Which I think those dudes are super cool. So, you know, if that's not what you're going for and you hate it, then I'm sorry, but I think it's wild. That's a crazy like unique color scheme. And trying to do stripes on that material is very brave of you. Okay. Next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a little bit black wash out here. Yeah, you can get recasts of the Krieg stuff. We call it Forge World East, Sith Ice. So, yeah, that's definitely a place where you can get stuff. Yeah, if you know. If anybody needs advice on where to get recast minis, I'm sure you can ask around and get an answer to that. Swiss Guard theme, I once saw that used for a whole army in Adeptus Custodes. That's cool. That's an appropriate army to do that color scheme. I never would have thought of that. Very similar concept, right? This brush might be a little too big for what I'm doing here. I didn't want to start with black. I wanted to correct some of that green too. If I started with black, I felt like I would have got a little less depth in the color. Start with this gray, and it's a little easier to build back up. Casually paint over his finger there. Okay. Cool. Let's go for that. I'll stick with Plastic Krieg. Yeah. Out of buying Warhammer 40k prices really. Yeah, they always do, man. They always do. You know, 3D printing is always an option, and not that I'm always gonna like tell people like 3D printing isn't like a direct replacement for GW, right? Like GW does make some really nice minis, so and 3D printing still has a ways to go to get to that quality of like HIPS plastic. That's still there. Make your house stink too. And you know, it's kind of super toxic. Give me a non-toxic UV curable resin and we will be in business. So guys, anybody just jumping into stream, we are giving this mini away. I'm giving it away at the end of stream. I'm going to try to finish it. I don't know if I'm ahead or behind, but I'm going to try to finish. I'm going to give away. There are 2 ways you can enter to win this mini, to get this mini. And I will send it to you for free. Anton, Culture American, welcome in, guys. $18 more for the nail. Yep, $18 more for the nail polish. That's right. Yep. Gotta write some names down. All right, and Cultured American. So all you have to do, if you follow on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube and you comment, I will enter you into the giveaway today. That's it. You get an entry. If you want an extra entry into the giveaway, a second entry, so double your chances of winning, any paid level on Patreon. That's all it takes. And the Patreon, we're going to be doing a lot of giveaways in the next week. So if that's, you know, if you want to enter some more giveaways, I'm giving away some paint sets and things, and we're giving away brushes and merch and stuff like that next week. On top of this mini today, Patreon members get an automatic entry into all that stuff, like an additional entry. So it is an easy way, and we are very close. Yes, Patreon is cheating, so by all means cheat away. Last time we gave away a mini, a Patreon member won it. So not saying that past results are indicative of future results, but you know, it could be a thing. But yeah, if we get to that, the $100, we trigger some extra great things, including me getting my fingernails painted on stream next week. And also, if we make it to $100 today, I'm going to ship this mini on the paint stand, so you guys can have the paint stand. You can take it off if you want, but I have 2 automatic. If you are a Patreon, if you're a Patreon member, I already have you written down. Anton, I'm not sure if your name is different on there, or I do have Anton on Patreon written down. So I have Patreon written down already. Let's take a little bit of khaki and add that in. So that's already set. Patreon members, if you're here and you've commented, you have 2 entries now. I want to make the blade glowy. Yeah, it depends on what kind of time I got. I'm getting close to being able to work on the blade here. I'm just trying to finish up some highlights on these little things. Yeah, I want to do a cool glow effect, and I'm thinking like some kind of pink and purple or something will be really fun. I don't know if you guys hate pink or whatever, but pink is just such a good color to complement like all this green and white. Like a good magenta. Like from the Ninjon colors, because I think the magenta was his color, right? He was chilling in stream earlier. He's actually in the giveaway right now, so it's cool. It was cool. It was another stone for my Infinity Gauntlet, guys. Of big creators coming into my stream. It's just a great community. It's like Warhammer Twitch and like the mini painting Twitch and stuff is just such a solid like group of people overall. That light was really bad. Heresy Heretic does some neon. Yeah, Heresy Heretic does some cool stuff. Yeah. I saw his little glowy orb short the other day. I thought that was really cool. And okay, Guardian, how you doing? This is the only Pro Curls you have? The signature sets? Yeah. Well, I'm giving away a base set, Smiling Beagle, next week, so... Pro Curl you suggested? I love their consistency. Yeah, they're great. Yeah, there's very few colors that, like, that behave differently than the others, and it's great. I really like. I think there's a lot of great things to be said about like Vallejo. Vallejo is a really good brand. It's a classic brand, you know. And my biggest problem with Vallejo is the inconsistency among colors. So they have some really amazing colors with just incredible like behavioral properties and you know, like it's mainly like their natural colors, like behave really well and have great coverage, good pigment counts and stuff. But then when you get to their more like, let's say like fantasy color, but they're more like vibrant colors, the whole brand becomes really inconsistent. And I know they've kind of changed their paints around recently, so I don't know if they've corrected that. And I haven't bought a Vallejo color in quite some time, but I just remember that being a thing. Like I bought a blue from Vallejo and it was really bad. But then, you know, I loved their like German gray is a staple. Their black paint was the best in the market for a long time, and their greens, they're wonderful like camo greens and browns and stuff. Incredible colors. Vallejo brush on primers. Yep, yeah, their primers are great. Yep. Enjoy Too Thin Coats. Yeah, I have a couple Too Thin Coats colors, and they're nice. Their bottles are horrid. I am sorry, they have the worst bottles of any paint company. And I feel really bad because they have good, like, comparable to GW but better colors, which is really nice. But their bottles are so bad. Overfilled, and okay, I think the issue is they don't have a stopper system to prevent the agitators in the bottle from clogging the bottle. And you end up with a lot of issues when that happens. Where if you look at like a bottle of Pro Curl, they have a little bracket inside to stop the agitator from like pushing to the front and clogging the whole bottle. You need that. You need that for a paint bottle. Very easy to see the paint on the top. Yeah, yep. And I'm a big fan of the flip top bottles, or the flip top caps for Pro Acryl. Their normal caps have some issues. Nobody has a perfect paint bottle. You know, it's definitely a thing. Like all of them have pros and cons. I do feel like poor Duncan Rhodes, his Too Thin Coats are the worst of the batch, even though he has some great paint. Yep, Misfit they do. Yeah. That was my problem with the twist tops and why I switched to the flip tops, because the flip tops don't do that. Yep. No, Too Thin Coats are not. That's a Goblin Hobbies. Too Thin Coats is by Duncan Rhodes. Goblin Hobbies are that's Goober Town and the eBay Miniature Rescues. Let's do some neutral gray. Yeah, Duncan Rhodes is putting out a Too Thin Coats is putting out. I don't want to. I know they're associated, but I think there's more to Too Thin Coats than just Duncan Rhodes. But they're putting out a Grimdark paint set, which I don't know why that's like such a thing now. But there are a lot of new colors and like inks and stuff, which is pretty cool. Yeah, they have a little Grimdark set. Right here. Let's we're gonna try some magenta stuff on this blade. Using a Pro Acryl? Yeah. It cakes on the top. Yeah, I will say the flip tops are so okay. I know it's extra money, and I know they should just really just sell their bottles, the flip tops. Monument should. But the flip tops are great because the paint actually drops out of them, so you can measure your paint in drops using the flip tops from Pro Acryl. The dropper bottles, it kind of oozes out. Like that's just kind of how the paint comes out of the bottle, so you can't measure it as well. So yeah, they definitely aren't perfect. I just think that they're like everybody has, there's issues with all the bottles. Yeah, you can just buy spare caps. They do flip tops and they have like pointed caps. The nice thing about the flip tops is you can set them upside down like that to drain your paint, but they kind of cake up in the top and everything sometimes, so you gotta like get that out. But otherwise, they're solid. Yeah, the twist tops aren't. Yeah, they're not my favorites. So I always make sure I have spare flip tops for when new paint comes out. Get this gold, and then we're gonna try to get the fun times rolling with the glowing stuff. Okay, let's do little things, a little bit of white here. PA stuff from Epic Loot. Never ordering from PA. Get the flip tops, yeah. Yeah. You want to get the yeah. I buy my my Monument stuff from I have a couple local stores near me that sell it. So I just buy mine from my local store. If you do want to order Pro Acryl and you have to order from the website, I do have an affiliate link. And you get 5% off, and you kind of help support the channel a little bit. I get a couple bucks for a big order. It's not like I'm relying on it for like crazy income or anything, but yeah, I appreciate it if you're buying it. All right, you're a Raptor. You have a good one. What I'm going to do, we're going to grab... Yeah, I think that's the appropriate color here. We're going to... We're going to get some brown wash here. Going having fun. Thank you, Raptor. You have a good dinner, man. We see you in a little bit. We have just a little bit of time to finish this mini, so we're gonna try to really go. I'm gonna get this wash on here. A little bit of brown. I don't usually like to do. I don't like to do like a flesh wash over gold. I think it makes it look a little too red. I know that's kind of the goal, but it's too rich for me. Too rich. Misfit, did I write you down in the? I don't think I've put you in the giveaway yet. At least not for coming in and saying hi and everything. Yeah, guys, that's the way you enter the giveaway. Just stop in, say hi, make sure you're a follower or subscriber on YouTube, and I'll get you in. Write you down. Yep, I'm getting you down. You know, this Crucial Blue hasn't come into stream today. It's because I told him he couldn't win it today, so he's not gonna swoop in at the last minute and take the giveaway. I'll just say, like, you know, if you win one, you take a break from the next one. I'm gonna call it Blues Law. Okay, just a little simple wash through here. We're gonna get some bright gold. He did not lick the mini. No, he said he would do. I coated it in antibiotics and everything, and he didn't lick it. Okay, Misfit, you are entered in the giveaway. And guys, we are $18 away from the Patreon goal. $18. We're so close. We have to do this before next Friday too. Like, that's the key. I'm gonna paint the base real quick. We're just gonna get a base coat on there till we get some mini licking verification. That's right. Yeah, he's banned. Well, and also, so we did that via YouTube last time, and he's a mod on Twitch. Since we were just on YouTube, I was like, you know, we'll say he can enter and everything, and we'll let that be a thing. But I don't feel super comfortable with him doing mini giveaways as a mod on Twitch. I feel like that seems more like a conflict of interest, if anything. So I have to find other ways. Yeah, as a joke last time, he was like, I can enter this one because it's on YouTube, right? And I'm just a mod on Twitch, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And he entered, and because he's a Patreon member too, his Patreon entry won. All I do is spin the wheel. No. So I used to do giveaways years ago, and I had a much different way of going about giveaways, but I just let anyone enter. And Zendral would enter my giveaways, which was cool. Like, we didn't have a lot of people, and he would enter, and there was a point he won like 2 or 3 in a row, and I was like, all right, guys, like, this is weird, and I'm sorry, and we're just not going to do these. But that was also like, it was like, people were like donating money to get giveaways, and we were like giving the money to charity and stuff, but I felt bad that people were giving money for something, and then it was like, yeah, my friend who helps me run the channel is also the one that's winning. So we just stopped the giveaways, and then anytime I did a giveaway after that, it was like mods can't win. So that was basically it. I had talked about doing a giveaway just for mods. Or just sending them something, which is something I should do. I should get like a mug or something and send it to all of them. That'd be nice. World's best mod? Yeah, oh, that'd be hilarious. Alright, I'm doing it. I'm making a world's best mod mug. Culture American, you're a genius. Yep, I'm seriously, I'm writing that down. I'm writing it down. I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna send it to him. Alright, that's base coated. Let's get some bright gold out here. And a small brush. I think an hour will be enough. Really finish up. Some fun things. Got me a mug that says, one, you're young and carefree. The next day, you're painting miniatures. Yeah, exactly right. Dipped my paintbrush in my tea, even though I have a mug that specifically says not paint water. You gotta get different shaped glasses, man. Or mugs or something. I keep my drinking water on a completely separate, like, desk or table that's next to my paint area. Okay, we got, let's see, let's get this guy over here. There you go. I have an old mason jar, guys. Look how cruddy this thing is. I replace the water every day, but look how old that. You know what this is? This is 25 years of paint buildup and stain. It definitely needs washed. Like, it needs to go through the dishwasher. But that's my paint cup. That's why if you're a subscriber on Twitch, you have the paint cup that gets nastier and nastier the more months you subscribe. Yeah. It's my paint jar. Okay. We did all that bright gold. Let's get just a little bit of white gold. We're gonna mix in with that bright gold and hopefully get just a little a small flat. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I am blessed to have a decent amount of space to paint in, so I have kind of a big mega desk situation going on around me. I definitely understand if you don't have the space. Yeah, I've had that jar since I was like 12 years old. That was always my like paint jar. Or a little more highlight on there. Really need to get moving on some of the details. The mineral spirit. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the mineral spirit. Yeah, you don't want the like chemicals. You know, we drink microplastics every day, so drinking some paint water is not going to be any different, but okay, nice little highlight there. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to start up on some colors here. Thinking, let's see. We're doing some reds and oranges for the man, that like black red would be really good. But actually, I think this dark crimson is a great starting color, even though it's a gloss. But I think that works. So you table set up someday, a desk tour? Yeah, maybe someday. I occasionally put a picture of my setup, but it's also my desk is usually a mess. But yeah, I can do that. Okay, we're gonna start with this dark crimson. I'm gonna flip my wet palette around. I got more space on this other side. All right, we're gonna get this orange down. And here's what we do. We start with the dark crimson up top. Gemstone. It's dark crimson. We can leave just a little bit of black around the edge if we want to. Try to go from a red to orange transition on these, but then in between I think we're going to work on our little power spear. A lot of soul stones on this guy. Hey DD Minis, what's going on? And DD Minis, you are entered into the giveaway. Because I know you're a follower and you commented. That's the way to get it. And if you want a second entry, just become a member on Patreon. Who told? Yeah, I know. Okay, so we got that crimson. Let's write down DD Minis. I told you it'd happen if you came back today. You get entered in. We're gonna mix up a little bit of orange with this red, with this crimson. Little bit, yeah, brightens it nicely. Maybe keep some of that gloss in there, which we can always put some gloss varnish on these later. We kind of do a little U shape. I don't know if you guys can see our little U shape. We're gonna do shape, avoiding the top. It'll be difficult on these little ones, but that's okay. Try to take our time.
I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part.
Whoa, who is that?
I'm doing my part
I
too.
can't read it. I can't read it. Is that Denzel? Is that name? Is that Denzel? Welcome in, Denzel. Thank you for becoming a Patreon member. And Denzel, you are now entered into the giveaway, and you got us closer to our goal. $100 a month. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah, the more yeah, you're Denzel Utini. That is an epic name, Denzel Utini. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I think it's pronounced Denzel, probably Denzel, but solid name. That is $5 more. Guys, we're $13 away. $13 from the goal. If we make the goal today, guys, today specifically, if we make the goal, I'm going to ship this mini with the paint stand attached. Denzel? Oh, okay, Denzel. Okay. Very cool. I've never seen that name before. Very unique. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, man. And you're entered in for this giveaway for an extra one and a whole bunch of others. So we're doing more giveaways, a lot more giveaways next week. So I hope you're ready. The more Patreon members we get, the more money I get. It's the more bigger things I can paint and give away, or just give away. If you guys just want me to give away some stuff, maybe we'll do a Patreon giveaway. If I get to that point, that'd be really cool to be able to do that. It's a while to figure out why not. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I really do. And man, that's awesome. Yeah, I hope it is worth every cent that you spend. You know, I know there's a lot that I have to do to continue to make it better, but yeah, your support is not unnoticed or unappreciated. And also, every Wednesday night we do a hangout on Discord. It is very much for American times, and I apologize if you are not American and you don't stay up super late. But we do a hangout on Discord. We have a Patreon exclusive chat. You just have to link your Patreon account to Discord. And we just hang out and chat. We just did it last night. It's every Wednesday night, and it was fun. We just chat. Just you know, it's been a couple of us, just like 4 of us recently, but yeah, we just have fun and hang out and just talk about random stuff, like with our weeks and what's going on. And I was talking about the tornado thing last night because I found out yesterday afternoon. So like last night to see the chat start, Snuggling in bed and feel like getting on to fetch my mic. That's fair. Yeah, that's alright, Wandering picked. Maybe next time, I get it. I was so dead yesterday. I'm the poor white gamer. Yeah, that's fair. Denzel Washington is an incredible actor. Alright, let's get some more orange. Gotta hike up that orange a bit more. Okay, one more nice bright orange coat on these, and then we'll get into the blade here. Right underneath, just like that, very carefully. There's one more thing we'll do here. We're going to put a tiny white dot at the top. Even though this is glossy enough where you can see it, we still want to try to keep that effect. Ooh, looking good. It's like there, yeah. Looking great. Thank you, Raja. I appreciate it. I do. I think I'm gonna do a little wash on this base. We'll hopefully get this spear painted. I hope we can finish up. Nightbot's been very spammy today. I apologize, guys, if you're tired of seeing Nightbot messages. I'm not like trying to beef up my chat or anything, but it's the Nightbot timers is what those are called. They're pretty difficult to use to like get completely right. Your base and highlight with the green. I love that color. Yeah. Oh, it's just two colors. It's Pro Acryl Black Green and Pro Acryl Yellow Green, and that is it. Just the buildup of those two colors. Oh, I'm loving this mini. Okay. I am gonna cheat just a little bit. We'll get that out. We're gonna get this black and the brown. Yeah, we're gonna mix a little bit of black and a little bit of brown wash. Let's just do that. And let's get this real quick. Put you up. We're gonna try to mix this really carefully. colors. That was even the right color I was supposed to mix in. I don't know. Okay. Should be good. Looks like we're good. That's drying. We'll do the weapon. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not even on camera here. You guys gotta let me know if I'm not in frame. You can yell at me. There's a little. It's like a 150 channel point redeem or something that you can scream at me and tell me that I need to stay on target. Okay, we got that washed.
Stay on target. First of all,
there we
let me
go.
Take just a moment to thank you for allowing me back.
Beast mods or beast modes. What's up, beast modes? How you doing? Just listening. I know. Yeah, a lot of people just kind of listen in, right? Yeah, they do have good greens. Their greens, they have a lot of greens and they still feel limited. Green is such a weird color like that. So, yeah, I really do like their greens, though. And yeah, black-green with that yellow-green combo is solid. Nice, bright red eyes. And I'm using Angron Clear Red. Beast modes, we are doing a giveaway today. If you're a follower and you comment, you get entered into the giveaway. So that's all it takes, which is pretty awesome. And I'm giving away this mini. I'm trying to finish this mini on stream in one day, and we're gonna try to give it away. So, like the Red Hot Chili Peppers talk about. All right, spear time. We can start brighter. I wanna incorporate this magenta. I think this magenta is a good place to go with this color. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this down on the palette. I better comment that. Yeah, there you go. All right. Hey, what's up, Beast Modes? I got you in the giveaway, dude. You are set, and I will send this mini for free to someone if we hit our Patreon goal. That's right there, guys, right there. $13 more. I'll send this with the mini. I'll send my paint holder with the mini. Okay, so I'm gonna put some magenta, or this dark magenta rather, on the base, and we're gonna do some I think we're gonna use bright ivory. We'll do bright ivory. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this color, this bright ivory, and we're just gonna start with a very thin coat of it here on this blade. Bright ivory is a little different than the bright warm gray we've been using. A little more warmth to it, but I think that's appropriate for what we're doing. Yeah, welcome in though, Beast Modes. Are you in the hobby? Are you play Warhammer, paint minis? What's going on? Jade and Magenta Pro. Oh my gosh, their Jade paints are so good. I love their Jade colors, and I'm honestly like disappointed I don't have more things that are colored Jade, just because. My buddy Killacam, he's painting a fantasy high elf army, and he is painting them with Jade, like white and Jade. They look so good. He was doing it before the Cathay announcement too, even though new Cathay army is like all Jade paint. Because you know that's appropriate. So. Yeah, that's right. Ray just got him for his kill team. Yeah. Back and forth at work, you're going to be contacting the winner via Discord. Yeah, I would appreciate to contact the winner via Discord if they are in the Discord. I will try there. If I can't find them, I'll try on Twitch, but it's hard for me to look up users on Twitch. The Thousand Suns Jade look, yeah. That would be cool, yeah. And the minis from the secret level episode. All right. Yeah, painting is probably the more difficult aspect of all of that, so you're not alone in that. So did you play Space Marine or anything, or you just like saw the secret level episode, you're like, yeah, I need that? Oh yeah, there's no lurk command or anything spilled paint pop, but that's alright. I see you there. Alright, we're gonna do this with just the tiniest bit. Oh my gosh, that jade color is so strong. Let's do more. Let's do a lot more ivory. Okay. Be okay. That's cool though. That was the best secret level episode, in my opinion. This lovely pink. This is just the tiniest amount of the dark magenta mixed with the mixed with this bright ivory. We're going to start separating out a couple things here. We essentially have 4 sections that we're looking at. So we have the 2 top halves here, and then we have the 2 bottom halves. And I am normally not the best at doing this, but we're trying. I'm trying for you guys. And we have the time. You know, I could just put some highlights on the spear and be like, boom, I'm done. You know, cool. 2.5 hour mini or whatever, but I want to add some cool stuff. So we're going to do just a little bit more magenta. That magenta pigment is so strong. Oh my word, it does so much here. Alright, so let's see if I can do this properly. We're gonna try to avoid, you know, actually, here's what I can do. Let's try this a different way. We are going to start with just pure magenta. Let's put magenta here, and let's put magenta back here, and we could put more magenta up here and more magenta right there. How about that? And then I'm thinking we do the same on the sides and the back, and then we build our way into it. How you do this? I don't do this often, so I gotta figure it out. Not non-metallic, more like a glow effect we're doing with the magenta. Trying to get that kind of power weapon glow. And who knows, we might go darker. Something like this. Down this way. Down this way. Alright. So what we do is we work our way into this. And how we do that, we can go dark to light, but I'm going to go light to dark because that's kind of how I started. We're going to avoid the middle location, the very middle location. We're going to start working the paint toward magenta. Brush is acting pretty grody here, but it's all right. Let's get the underside here. and I definitely don't think this isn't like an exact science kind of thing. Great camera angle. Is it really? Or are you making fun of me? I don't know. I can't tell the difference. Okay. Let's move in darker. The other side of the spear, we could all see the bottom of the holder. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah, just this. So one of my my pieces of advice for painting minis when you're getting into it is move the mini, not your paint hand. So it makes for really bad YouTube content because I can't just hold the mini in one spot, but it makes it way easier to paint. This will transition fast enough. Painting the underside of this mini is difficult enough as it is. Okay, let's keep going darker. I'm going to use a smaller brush from here on out. We can always make some in-between colors here if we need to. And we'll end up doing some highlights. Okay, guys, we got about an hour until we do our giveaway. If you want to enter, it's just you just need to comment and be a follower on Twitch or a subscriber on YouTube. That's all it takes to enter to win this mini, and I will send it to you free of charge. And if you want a second entry, you just need to be a paid member of the Patreon. Any level, and we're doing 4 giveaways in the next week, so Patreon members get entries into all of those. So if that's something you're interested in, I think I need to push this paint out a little further. Reduce the white down a little bit more, but we're gonna do that with some glazing. That's what we're gonna do. Oh yeah, we're gonna glaze it. Appointment, so I'll try to come back at the end of stream. All right. No problem. Hope the appointment's all right. A little more intense magenta. Moving in. this color here. Yeah, and I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna make a little glaze here in a little bit, and we're just gonna use our glazes to even out and to saturate these colors to make it much more magenta coated, I guess. Way to put that. Because we got something here, you know. But $420 glaze it. Yep, yeah, exactly. It's got to happen. Wonder where Zendro is today. He'd be missing. Okay, so we got like a really I think what I want to do, I want to make that glaze. So we're actually going to use, and I don't use this nearly enough, this glaze and wash medium right here. A good shake. We'll just use one little tiny drop, and we're going to use just a little bit of flow improver. Like a drop of this. I just want maybe a drop. All right, just to thin it out just a little bit, and then we are going to take a tiny amount. Let me show you guys. This is how much magenta paint I'm going to take and put in this dollop. Still think that strong. We'll try it here in a second. Might be good. We might have something here. Let's take a look. Oh, you know what? I think that's good. That's actually good. It's very light. Very light. So let's try it. Again, I don't do these effects a lot, so definitely something that I could use more practice with. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. While that's drying, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, that's not quite ready. Yeah, we can probably do it. I think we can do it. Warm gray. We have just a tiny brush. We're going to just get a little brush. Clear. Gotta pick up the doggo. All right. Have a good one. Quick dry brush across this base. Still some wet paint in like the crevices and stuff, but should be good. Should be able to miss it. On for a second. Use medium or varnish for glazing. Yeah, so the medium I like to use for varnish. I like Flow Improver. And I use Winsor & Newton's Artist Acrylic Flow Improver. And also Monument Hobbies has a product called Miracle Glaze and Wash Medium. And it's really good. It's like a thick kind of gel material that thins your paint out like very consistently. It's a very good product. So yeah, their glaze and wash medium with a little bit of Flow Improver in it. That's my preferred. I'll show you guys. We're gonna have this. This is gonna clean up a little bit as well. Once we do our glazing here, because I'm gonna add some highlights to it. And I hope it ends up looking pretty good. I'm wondering if maybe we need to go darker and have a faster, like stronger transition. But I think highlighting some of the edges on here is going to really help it kind of sell. But I like the pink. I just got to make it work. All right, so did a highlight there. Let's get our we already have bright warm gray down. Let's get that more bright warm gray. Still usable. Guys, we got about 45 minutes if you want to join the giveaway. You just need to comment and be a follower on Twitch or a subscriber on YouTube, and just comment, and you'll be entered. I'm going to write your name down. We're going to do a drawing at the end at about 1:45 p.m. Eastern. It's about 50 minutes from now. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes to enter. And we are so close to this Patreon goal. I am actually convinced we might actually make the Patreon goal. Just $100. Really, the goal is to make it there by next Friday, or before next Friday is the real hope. Because I'm doing a big 12-hour stream next Friday, and we are we're trying to get that goal. That's part of it, because we're going to be doing some fun things next Friday, including the painting my fingernails if we make that goal. So if we can make the goal, we'll be doing that. But there's other things that's going to happen when we get $100, and Patreon members are getting a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, just hoping to be able to do all the fun things. And my hope is also to do a lot more giveaways, and bigger giveaways, and maybe some more Patreon exclusive giveaways, if we get the members to where, and I can get the resources basically to be able to do it. Yeah, I think what I want to do, I want to see if it works. We gotta let that dry. While that's drying, down a little satin black, a bigger brush. We have a nice long time to figure out what to do with this spear. Feels real good. Yeah, if we had $100 on Patreon, I'm going to do an extra stream a month with the painting wife, which end up being the funniest streams that we do. I am not known for my humor. I am known for my boring painting streams, but if you want actual entertainment, that's where you're gonna get it. Try. Oh man, this dude is looking. He's looking good. He's looking good. I'm happy with him. What I do need to do, and I will do this in a couple minutes here. Let's things as I can here. Terrible job at highlighting that. Gone for a second. Okay. Oh, sorry. Your channel name, you're prime for dad jokes. I know. I'm really bad at dad jokes. I'm just gonna say it. After years, like, people come in and tell me dad jokes, and that's great. But personally, like I'm a very situational comedian, I guess. So like, I'll point out things my son is doing and make a joke about it, but I can't just like I'm really bad at just coming up with jokes on the spot like that. Especially on stream. Like, you know, I need my motivation is the child to come up with stupid jokes. Nice thin line. Oh, that didn't work. Did not. What can I do to this? Was the ivory a bad color? Was that? I think it just needs to go. Needs to go darker. I think that's it. That one out. Yeah, let's just start working on going darker in the areas that I have. Did you come with dad jokes and good steak jokes? Yeah. All right. So we'll try another glaze, and we'll do another round of highlights. A good steak joke. These are difficult to come by because it's medium rare, well done. Okay, yeah. I get it. There's one particular gentleman, I'm not going to name, that comes in here and he's just nonstop with the dad jokes every time. That's like all he does. He just comes in here, makes a bunch of jokes. He's like, all right, I gotta go walk my dog, and then just leaves. Transition might have been too much. It's looking more like cherry blossom stuff, which actually I don't mind. I really don't mind. Yeah. Let's put just another coat here. I will varnish this mini, so you know, if you get it, you can actually like hold the mini and stuff. You don't have to worry about rubbing paint off. But yeah, if we make the you know, last $13 here, I will send the paint stand with the mini. That's what it takes. So I will tell you guys, all right, here's what I'll tell you. Next week, we're doing 12-hour stream. I'm going to stream from 9 a.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern. I have 10 tanks of my own to paint, and then I have 4 tanks I'm going to paint for somebody else. So 14 tanks in 12 hours. I'm starting to doubt, I'm not going to lie. Starting to doubt whether I'm going to be able to do it or not. But during that time, you guys will have the chance. You can name a tank, whatever you want, as long as it's, you know, safe for work. Basically, if my son can read it and I'm comfortable with my son reading it, like, it's okay, you know. So you can come up with goofy names for the tanks, and you're gonna be able to, if you want your name on a miniature on one of my Heresy era militia, you'll be able to do that. There's a mechanism for that, so we're gonna try to make the painting horde again. They will be used in game, and I am telling you, they will die. Probably every single game, because that's the life of a militiaman, fighting against demigods, you know, in the Horus Heresy. But your name will be on the base of the mini, and it'll look amazing. Then you'll be a part of the painting horde, and I get to tell people about how great you are as I'm pulling your dead corpse off the table. So that'll be a thing. If you are a Patreon member, and I have this all put in Discord, I have like an announcement talking about it. Patreon members get this stuff automatically. Other people, there's kind of a you know, like basically a donation will get you the things. But you know, if you're a $5 member on Patreon, you can name a tank, and that starts with the militia tanks, and then if I run out of militia tanks to name, it's going to be my Solar Ox and my Thousand Suns tanks that people can start naming. If you are a $10 member, you can just pick your tank from the start. So you want to name my Xiphon Jet, my Thousand Suns Xiphon, you can do that off the bat, or a Land Raider or something. You know, any $1 Patreon member gets their name on a mini just to start. So if you join for just $1, you can put your name on a mini, and that'll just be like an automatic thing. $1 to die for the Emperor. Exactly. Yep. And if you're not a Patreon member, you can also do that. It's just going to be $2. That's all. Okay, let's try this again here. And I think you have to be a Patreon member. The way I set it up, you have to be a Patreon member to be able to choose your tank outright. Otherwise, if you want to name a tank, it is you have to go through the process. So it'll be me choosing which tank gets named. There's also a way to name Zendral's tanks that I'm painting for him. And there is no restrictions on the names for those. The only thing is they have to be approved by him, and he is quite the degenerate. So you just need to message him privately on Discord and ask him, if the name's okay, and if he approves it, you're good. So if you have some truly degenerate names for vehicles, and he will play them, he will put them on the table and play them for his Night Lords. I'm just really trying to make this work. Alright, Glaze, where are you at? Is this reading as a power weapon at all? It's reading more as just like a cherry blossom to me. Yeah, it's too strong of a transition. I need it to be dark, but it's hard. This is painting stuff is hard, guys. Is the giveaway time here? No, we got about half an hour. Half an hour. I think my problem is it's easier to work from a darker color to a lighter color. Than light to dark. I think that's just the nature of the beast. Let's try that. was painting a Farseer after so many tanks. This mini is very enjoyable. Yeah. Yeah, I've been painting tanks the past 2 weeks. I'm having a lot of fun with it though. This is just a fantastic mini. And yeah, being able to mess with just like all the bright colors and stuff, just a lot of fun. Did the wings on some of my board games from Dark to Light? So one of the wings on the similar models didn't look so pleasing. Yeah, it might have been just the darn. Yeah, I'm normally doing this with like, you know, black as a base or like a really dark color as a base. So it's definitely changing. But yeah, I think solidifying the pink a little more and not so much the ivory is the key here. I do think it's funny, you know, I 3 hours I painted this whole mini. I'm spending the last hour doing like this one detail. Underneath isn't gonna look so good. Oh, you took a nap? Dude, you missed a ton of stuff, man. You missed a ton. I hope you didn't get in trouble at work. Did you nap at work? Okay, good. You napped at home. All right, good. Yeah, dude. This is the 1-day mini. We're just trying to figure out how to do this spear here, but we're almost there. We're $13 from the Patreon goal. I told people if we made that goal, I'm gonna ship the mini with the paint holder. Somebody asked for that, and I agreed. So I'll ship the mini with the paint holder. We also had we had Ninjon hanging out in stream for a little bit today, which was really cool. And he's actually in the giveaway drawing. so Ninjon is has a chance to win, which is really funny. Yeah. He was just chilling. Didn't raid or anything. Just came in, was hanging out, said hi, and was chatting for a little bit. I was hoping I don't think he's here anymore. I was hoping he'd be proud of me using this magenta, the dark magenta, and doing a terrible job at blending with it, but that John finally won. Yeah, we did this whole mini in about 2.5 hours. I've just been working on the spear. Pretty much all I'm doing. when he glaze it. Yeah, yeah. Friends Necrons take 20 minutes to paint, another 6 hours to do blades. Yeah. That's the way. Yeah. Oh man. I feel that. I feel that in my bones. I think we'll do one more glaze and a highlight and just see if we can't level something out here. I was particularly bad at painting power weapons. Yeah, it is hard. Yeah. Yep. What I usually do is so I painted the power weapon on like that Terminator Librarian that came in the Leviathan box. I'm really proud of that one, but all I did was I pulled up the Studio Mini, because they did that on the Studio Mini. I just looked at that. I was like, all right, cool. And they used more blue, and I used more jade, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do kind of my own thing with it. And that's about how it was. So, yeah, Dreff, I'm kind of the same way. Like, you know, I have the ways I like to paint. And yeah, normally I'm just like, you know, I just want to move on to the next thing and paint it for my army. I'm not usually like you know, let's learn a new technique today kind of person. Careful around here. Be careful. Careful. Okay, we got that side. This side's a little sharper. I think it's a little easier. Yeah, more freehand. Yeah, I agree. I used to do freehand a little bit, and I kind of stopped. Now I'm definitely out of practice. I tried it a couple months ago on something, and it was really bad. I look back on some older minis that I painted. I'm like, man, I used to be able to do that. That's cool. Wish I could do that now. You miss painting checkers. I had I painted Harlequins, the plastic ones, right as they came out, like back in 2012 maybe. It's pushing, you know, 13 years or so. And yeah, I did the diamond patterns on those. I freehanded all that. Okay. Bit of a good point there. Let's get the underside. Real cool and real gentle, not like that. Good, all you guys can see is the bottom of the paint handle. Just messing this up. Doesn't look so bad after all that. I think I'm kind of happy with this, honestly. Hey, Yuki Darky, what's up? Yuki Darky, you are entered into the giveaway. And Draft, do I have you entered in? I don't know if I have you entered in the giveaway. Let's see. Well, yeah, you are. You are. Okay, okay. We're giving away this mini that I am painting. This mini right here. And they're almost done. So we're just messing with this sword a whole bunch. We are going to be doing the drawing here in just a couple minutes. Just a couple minutes. And while I'm here, I'm gonna do a few little touch-ups. Okay, now you spot needs a touch-up. Let's do that. And guys, I'm only gonna harp on this, I don't know, 3 or 4 more times, but if we get that Patreon goal, we got to get it before next Friday. That's the ultimate goal. But if we get it before the end of the day, or before the giveaway today, I will send the mini, and I'll send my paint handle with it. I'll just keep it on the paint handle and send it out to you guys. You can take it off if you want, but someone asked, and I said sure. If we make the goal, we'll do that. So that's what we're gonna do. This is an old pot of shining gold. I have had this paint pot for at least 20 years. To give you an idea of how old this is. But yeah, we got to make that Patreon goal though. Just $13 more. Patreon members, you do get an extra entry into this to win this mini. And you get entries into, like extra entries into the 3 giveaways we're doing next week. One of those being a $100 paint set from Monument Hobbies, their base paint set. Okay, a little touch up there. We can do just... let's get this finger, just little things I'm thinking of that we can get to. And of course I'm just going to make mistakes on other things while I do it, but that's okay. We got the colors to correct. This guy with one more glaze down the middle. If we can't just get a little extra magenta in there. Back from Aaron's, got some banana chips. Nice. We have a bunch of banana chips at home. Good stuff. Right. Well, guys, I think I'm happy with it. I think we can call that finished. Transitions on the blade are just a little off. I wonder if I can something about that. I'm just gonna sit here and paint this. darker magenta. Great. Thank you, man. Thank you. Welcome back. Okay, that's a little better transition there. All right. I'm gonna take a quick break, guys. Yeah. Finish your Eldrad. There you go, Frank M. That is that's a cool mini. It's a classic one. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in a minute, and then we're going to start getting this giveaway together. Again, if you want in the giveaway, you just need to be a follower on Twitch or subscribed on YouTube, and you just need to make a comment, and I'll write your name down. Or you can be in Patreon. If you are a Patreon member, you get an additional entry into this giveaway. So, and if we happen to get $13 before the giveaway, we make our goal and we get some extra stuff. But all right, I will be back in just a couple minutes, guys. Alright, guys. I'm back. I'm going to edit. It's looking good. I'm really happy with this mini. That is solid for like 3 hours, 3.5 hours. That is solid progress. I love Xenos. Xenos are so cool. I'm going to start adding names into our wheel here. Hold on. This one. There we go. All right. The Wheel of Fate. We do have a praise the wheel emote. You guys can. The Farseer does know the answer. Yeah. Okay. So let's start going through names here. Let's see. You. This one. Let's see, we got. This is your chance. This is your chance if you want to. Hey, Past Jim. Hey, Past Jim. I'm writing you down, dude. You are entered in. You made it in time. We're here. Let's see. I see Loki. The other Joe. Does the wheel read into the strands of fate? Yes. Yes, it does. I'm winning by being here. That's true. That's true. Don't write me in. Oh, I'm sorry. It's too late. You're written in. Blue is not it. Let's see. We got Jasper. I'll start typing in names here in a minute. When okay, we got you. All right, and then let's put in our last couple from here. Alright, so we have Patreon entered. If anybody joins the Patreon, then now's your chance. Now's your chance to get a second entry into the giveaway and get us to our goal. I'm going to type in names. You and I am horrible at typing, so I'm probably going to mess all this up. It would be funny if Jim wins. Yeah, that would be funny. I agree. A lot of names. A lot of names. Digimon Doctor, not a farce here. Yeah. Yeah, the easiest way for me to contact you guys is in Discord. So if you are in the Discord, I can message you really easy. If you are, I mean, I can always try to find you on Twitch, if. But I mean, it's kind of irrelevant at this point because you all are here waiting for me to draw. It's different when someone's not involved. Let's see. Smiling Beagle. I might misspell a name or so. Domo Robogato. Grimdark Barbie. What a great name. What a great name. Prefer not to win. Okay, if the stars align, they do. Yeah. And if there is anybody else once in here. All right, that is a lot of names. Food's gonna eat. I have dinner in the fridge, and that just needs heating up, so I can delay a wee bit. Okay. Yeah, and we're gonna do. We got 4 minutes. We can chat until we do this. We can make sure it's all good too. But absolutely, guys. Man, we got so close to the goal. That's awesome. I feel like even if we don't get it today, I think we can get that goal before Friday. I think we're gonna skirt that line, but I think we'll get it before Friday. And I'm excited. I'm gonna get my nails painted. If you're a Patreon member, you are going to vote on the color. So I will tell you as soon as we hit that goal. I'm going to send a message to Patreon. I'll post it in the Discord and stuff for Patreon members. And you guys are going to vote real quick, or choose real quick, hopefully quick, on what color my nails are being painted by the Painting Wife. And how that's going to work is I'm going to sit here like this with my hands in view, and Painting Wife is going to have to paint my yeah, she's going to paint my nails like this in like a terrible position. So they might not look great. I don't know how good she is at painting. Like, she's probably pretty good at painting her nails, but at this angle might be really weird. So yeah, it's going to be a color you guys choose, whether that's, you know, what I don't want to give suggestions, but it can be any ridiculous color you guys come up with. And I'm sure people have ideas anyway. We're going to do that. That's also going to kick off monthly streams of the Painting Wife. So she's going to be joining me on stream. And I'm going to do an extra stream every month, probably on a weekend, where she's going to join me and we're going to hang out and paint or play games or do something like that. So that's what we're doing for that goal. When we meet that $100 goal, that's the whole thing, is meeting that Patreon goal to get there. And again, next week we are giving away on the 12-hour stream, which is Friday. It'll be an extra stream. I'm giving away a TPD mug, which I will show off next week. I'll show it to you guys so you can see it. I'm giving away a set of Foxbite synthetic brushes. They're 7 Deadly Sins brushes. And I'm giving away a Monument Hobbies Pro Acryl base set, which is 18 paints, I think. I think it's 18 colors. Yeah, it looks like 18 colors. It's about $100 set for all those colors. And I'm giving that, those are all giveaways, and Patreon members get automatic entries into all 3 of them on top of everything else. Yeah, we talked about the stampers the other day. They're pretty pricey, unfortunately. So let's jump into the wheel of names. Yeah, it works. All right. So I'm going to click this wheel one time. Whoever comes up, that is who gets it. It is a big wheel. Yeah, there's a lot of names on here. So if your name comes up, you're the one that wins, and that's it. So there are quite a few chances, but here we go, guys. Here we go. One spin to rule them all. One spin. Praise the wheel indeed. I don't know any rhymes for Wheel of Minis, but all right, here we go. Who wins this Farseer Mini? I don't even want to look. I don't want to look. Oh, it's Denzel. Denzel, you won. That's Utini, right? Spinning the wheel make me rich. That's Utini? You just joined Patreon, right? Yeah, Utini. I know. So close, you guys. Oh, Wandering Picture, Elodie. Yeah. So close. I swore for a second I was going to be Wandering Picked, but it always does the one more. So, Utini, if you could, since you're here, could you please message me on Discord and send me an address to where I can ship this? And I'll try to get it out either this weekend or on Monday. And yeah, please, send pics when you get it. I am not going to be sending the miniature painting handle with it, but I am going to varnish it. I'll make it look nice. And yeah, so this is what Utini won here. He won the Eldar, and we painted this in just a few hours, guys. So we're gonna be doing this more. The money I get on Patreon, guys, is going toward buying minis that I can give away to people. So we're gonna do more minis. I'm gonna be on no Troy. Nightbot hates you, Troy. I'm sorry, Troy. You're so welcome here, and you just love your emotes. But yeah, I'm going to be messaging everybody on Patreon. I'm going to send out a message. I'm going to ask you guys what faction you want to see next for a giveaway. We did a Blood Angel last month. We did a Farseer this month, and we're getting a lot more funds. And I might make it a slightly bigger miniature, and maybe we'll try to do something a little more interesting. We'll see what we can get, but that's what this is. So Utini, congrats on winning this. Man, it was close. I think Isidore was the first one to be on that list because he jumped in first thing today. But yeah, that's what we got. Yeah, so Zangors, just have me paint Zangors. Is that what you're gonna do, Wandering Pick? We're gonna find someone to raid, guys. We're gonna spread the love. I appreciate you guys coming in to hang out. Who do we got here? There's quite a few people on, isn't there? Zambies. Oh, she's painting Middle Earth. She's painting Gandalf, guys. I think we have to raid Zambies. I'm not even following Zambies. I don't know. Yeah. So something weird like Admech or Chaos. That's a good one. Yeah. If you're in the Patreon, I'm gonna put a message. I'm gonna see what you guys have. What kind of ideas you guys have, and that'll be what we give away next. So we're going to do that. Maybe we'll do it more frequently or something, but I'm going to try to find a way to reinvest the money that I am getting from Patreon to get you guys more cool things. So that's the whole goal. That's what I want to do. But we are going to raid out before we go. Ooh, almost got it complete. Nice pass, Jim. That's awesome. I do want to tell you guys, I am on I'm on Instagram, I'm on Blue Sky, I'm on Threads. I stream on YouTube and Twitch, if you didn't know, so you can join me in either one of those services, and you can join in and participate in the streams. But yeah, you guys can follow me and keep up to date with what's going on. I chat a lot in Discord and everything, so I chill there most of the time. That's like my social media of choice, I guess. But you can follow me in all those things. And again, thank you guys, everyone that supports on Patreon. I appreciate it. But even if you're just here hanging out, listening or chatting with me, just the kind words or the goofy dad jokes, I really appreciate it, guys. It makes this whole streaming on Twitch doable in like a mentally sane way for me. It's so hard to stream on Twitch when like no one's there, and like we all start there when we start streaming, but so I understand, but like but I appreciate you guys just being here and hanging out with me through the day. But I will be on Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll be painting something, we'll be doing something, but I'll be on there streaming. And I hope to... Hey, Zombie Bunny, what's going on? I'll take a drink of water. But let's get this raid started. Probably be asleep at that point. I get it. Welcome in, Zombie Bunny. And sorry we're raiding out, dude. But guys, go say hi to Zambies. Give her a follow, say hi, be kind, show her like, the awesome community that we have and that we're always welcoming to everybody, even though she's a much bigger streamer than I am, but still want to be welcoming to people. So, yeah, I will see you guys on Sunday night, and if not then hopefully Tuesday, or for our big 12-hour stream on Friday. Bye, everybody.